on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. Then the Cowboys get a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
10 yards still left on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Screen play, McKinnon. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they'll go on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They come out here in the eye. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a Washington 1st down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Cousins backing up. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Throwing. Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just that.
And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, And he goes down. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
2nd down following the incompletion.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Cousins here to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense showing blitz.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Cousins. Screen play. McKinnon. And able to break one. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.